Friends, chapters 34 to 36 of the book of Jeremiah. And the first two chapters it gives a contrast between a group of people who have been disobeying God always, right? We know them. But then there's another group, right? The Rechabites, who have been faithful, who have been obeying the commands that they were given. And God shows, like, listen, look at this. Can you do that, what they are doing? But the people, again, are very stubborn. But we get to chapter 36. And God speaks to the prophet Jeremiah and asks him to write down all the prophecies. And so he gets Baruch to write all of them down on a scroll. And then they bring all the people together on one day, a day of fasting, and they read every single word from God to them. And this is the hope, right? Perhaps the people of Judah will repent when they hear again all the terrible things I have planned for them. Then I will be able to forgive their sins and wrongdoings. And you can read that the people are shaken. They do feel horrible by hearing all those things. But when the scroll gets to the king, it's a completely different story. King Jehoiakim gets the scroll and they're reading it to him. And as they're reading, he cuts a section, throws it in the fire. They finish another section, he does the same until he finally burns the whole thing. How do you think that goes, right? And here's the lesson. Like, we can choose to ignore God. We can burn the book if you want. That doesn't change the truth. That doesn't change the fact that God has said something. You may like it or not. Yeah, but if you just decide to ignore, that doesn't mean that the consequences are going to be gone. No, you are still going to face the consequences of your disobedience or your idolatry or you chasing after sin. That's not going to change just because you want to ignore it. So friends, I hope we can learn this lesson, right? That it is not wise to ignore God's words. It is not wise to ignore God's calling. And so I hope that you and me can be prompt to listen, to repent, and to seek after Him.